My name is Sean Vucinich. I'm enrolled in the Masters of Computer Science. Planned graduation date is April 30th. The Masters of Computer Science program here at UM-Dearborn is a very flexible and unique master's program that aims to not only build upon the skills that graduate students had learned in undergrad, but also prepare them for an actual career in their field of study. First thing that comes to mind is the breadth of material that is touched upon throughout the graduate level studies of the computer science topic, as students are allowed to choose their own specialization. They're able to specialize in different aspects, but given the degree requirements, you're also afforded the opportunity to branch into other areas where you might not have been interested beforehand. And this gives you an opportunity to not only see different things that you might not have experienced before, but also come to appreciate the depth of this field. Everything that I learned in undergrad has been expanded upon and reinforced in a way to where it has real-world applications and isn't just entirely conceptual or theoretical. Additionally, through things like the opportunity to do a master's thesis, I've built skills in communication and performing research and being able to build on things outside of the normal scope of what you would expect a master's program to provide. The favorite course I took throughout this program was the artificial intelligence course. The way that the content was taught not only afforded us the opportunity to learn the concepts, but to then implement the concepts and actually have a firm understanding on how these things work, not necessarily just the why. I think the biggest piece of advice is be able to commit to the entire program, even though the program itself affords flexibility. And as for my own example, I've been working full-time the entire time I've been in it. The more that you can commit yourself to the program, the more you'll get out of it. Seek to do things beyond just taking your classes. If you can get involved in extracurriculars, get involved beyond just the scope of the classroom, then you'll be able to enjoy it a lot more. I'd say the thing that makes the College of Engineering and Computer Science unique is the sort of vibe of collaborative but progressive study, in that even though you're working on difficult concepts, maybe you're doing some research that no one else is really doing, or you're having a course that is touching on very difficult concepts, there's always an affordance to, whether it be other students in the program or the faculty, there's always people available to talk with, communicate with, to discuss ideas, to discuss problems, to talk through things, and have that sort of support and connection to where you feel like you actually have a bit more support than you just being on your own, because you do. You actually have a support network that's at the school for you. There's been two main items for co-curriculars. I have been doing research for my master's thesis, but I've been working hand in hand with Dr. Zhu, who's my faculty advisor on the thesis, and that research has definitely been very interesting and an experience I hadn't had before. Beyond that, I've also served on the Student Advisory Council. My previous experience with that has definitely been sharing some information on just how things function at the school level and how the actual experiences that the students may have can inform the way that the program itself is ran. So U of M-Dearborn, especially compared to the other U of M campuses, has its own small college vibe, as it is sort of an entirely different system than for example, the Ann Arbor campus or the Flint campus. Because it's a little bit more smaller scale, it's not necessarily this huge thing. It's a lot less daunting to be able to get into different things at the school. People are a lot more warm and a lot more open to doing things, again, with things like collaboration. The Dearborn area itself and its proximity to like Detroit is a great affordance. You're able to do things very easily. There's tons of things around to do. All those combine to give UM-Dearborn a very unique experience, especially compared to the other U of M schools.